Plyer versus Doe is a Supreme Court case that began in Texas in 1982. When this decision came down, it was an unfunded mandate that took hold that affected every single school district in this nation. It was a Supreme Court case in Texas. The Texas school district implemented a law that said that they were going to withhold state funds from school districts that admitted illegal immigrant students. Well, the Mexican American Legal Defense Fund took up this case and challenged the law as saying it violated the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution, and the court agreed. So what does that mean? That means instantly that they could not deny admission to illegal immigrant students. It didn't matter how many there were. They had to enroll them. They could not ask for citizenship or discriminate against them because they were illegal immigrant students. This is applicable now to all 50 states, kindergarten through 12th grade education. School districts could no longer ask for proof of citizenship as a condition of enrollment. And think about this. The average cost of 1 year of public school education is about $10,000 per student nationwide. K through 12, it's $130,000 per student. That is not including special needs, special language services, etc. It had costly, and to date, costly implications for the states. The education for the children of illegal aliens constitutes the single largest cost to taxpayers of nearly $52 billion a year. Nearly all those costs are absorbed by the state and local governments. In Pennsylvania, 48,500 children of illegal immigrants. FAIR just recently came out with a report regarding the effects of illegal immigration costs on Pennsylvanians. I have copies back there. $600 million annual cost to Pennsylvania taxpayers for education alone. R is for the Reclaim American Jobs Caucus. This was a caucus that just was founded in February of 2010 in the U.S. House of Representatives, 30 members. Representative Lamar Smith, Sue Myrick, and Gary Miller. I had the distinct pleasure, many of us, of going down and meeting with Congressman Lamar Smith. This caucus is dedicated to promoting policies that will help citizens and legal immigrants reclaim the 8 million jobs held by illegal immigrants. We don't need stimulus funds. We just need to enforce our laws, and we can have 8 million jobs open up. What are they waiting for? The caucus seeks to expand the use of E-Verify, and that allows employers to validate the eligibility of new hires, enforce workplace laws, and encourage attrition through enforcement, and oppose policies that encourage illegal immigration. Is your representative a member? Congressman Murphy is not a member. Big surprise. We need to ask them. We need to make sure that whoever is going to be representing us join up with that caucus. If they're talking about jobs and they don't belong to this caucus, then they're not making any sense. The Secure Communities Initiative is a program started in 2008 by ICE to identify and remove criminal aliens by increasing information sharing between federal agencies. This is typically an agreement with the county and ICE, with county law enforcement agencies, and that is to identify criminal aliens at the time of booking or arrest. They use biometrics. They apprehend and remove criminal aliens posing the greatest threat to public safety, and they want to transform criminal alien immigration enforcement. I mentioned local counties. I'm proud to say that Pennsylvania, Bucks, Montgomery, and Philadelphia are part of the Secure Communities Initiative, and in fact, in December of 2008, Bucks County was one of the first counties to join in the entire nation. S is for the state legislators for legal immigration. This, and Daryl, I'll let you talk about that when it's your turn. Daryl Metcalf, we have the privilege and honor of having Daryl Metcalf form this group with state legislators from around the country that were concerned about illegal immigration, and we're going to try to pass and draft laws to protect their states and their citizens. And I had the distinct pleasure and honor of being at the rollout here at the National Constitution Center almost 3 years ago. T is for temporary protected status. This is a visa, or protected status, a permanent visa that gives, temporary status that gives to immigrants in the U.S. who are temporarily unable to safely return to their home country because of breakout of war, an environmental disaster like Haiti or other extraordinary and temporary conditions. Right now, we just had many Haitians were given temporary protected status. That means, for people that were here, and let's say their visa was about to expire, and all of a sudden the earthquake happens in Haiti, they can't get back to Haiti before their visas expire, so they're granted temporary status. That's the whole point. There's countries, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Somalia, Haiti, and Sudan. V is for the visa lottery. This is the Diversity Immigrant Visa Program. It's 50,000 diversity visas available per year. It's a random selection from entries of persons from countries with low rates of immigration to the U.S. You actually enter your application online. Anyone from anywhere in the world can get online, you enter your application, and the Department of State randomly chooses 50,000 entries a year. And if you're chosen, you get the golden ticket. If you're eligible, you get a permanent visa to immigrate to the United States. W is for worksite enforcement. This is the job of ICE. ICE investigates employers and businesses that are suspected of hiring illegal immigrant workers. They're responsible to reduce the demand for illegal employment and protect employment opportunities for the nation's lawful workforce. I took that quote out because I was looking at that and looking at the quote from John Morton, who said he wasn't going to do anything with anyone that's brought to him from Arizona. Worksite enforcement from ICE. ICE receives tips for their investigations from the public, and I gave you that 800 number, or sometimes current or former employees who whistleblow, or from information from other law enforcement agencies.